Makeup Naive is a case study written by Caterina Bettin and by Helms for the Dark Side Case competition. This competition is organized yearly by the Critical Management Studies Division of the Academy of Management. It is a great honor for us to be here as co-winners of the 2020 edition, and we would like to congratulate also the other co-winners for their outstanding work. Thank you so much for this honor. It really means a lot to us. The case is written from the perspective of a white 16-year-old US middle-class girl. For her, makeup and, most crucially, the belonging to the online beauty community have become the center of her identity. The trope of the teenage girl having strong conflicts with her mother, a mother that does not understand her obsession with makeup, is used throughout the case as a narrative device to present a number of problematic practices that are typical of the beauty industry. When writing the case, we covered a number of concepts, such as consumerism and hyper-consumerism, ethical problems with promotion and marketing communications, ethical problems with the product, ethical problems in the supply chain, environmental impact, ethical challenges of parasocial relationships, inclusivity and diversity when they are used and to which end, and peer pressure. In this very short presentation, we could not address all the topics explored in depth in the case. This is why we have decided to briefly touch on three aspects that we found particularly relevant. First, the relationship between influencers and followers. Second, the cosmetic industry and the environment. Third, makeup and the supply chain. So now let's start with a short dive into the world of beauty gurus and influencers. Once snubbed by the beauty industry, beauty gurus now are a hot commodity. Counting on legions of fans that trust every word they say and, most crucially, consider buying every product that is perceived as beauty guru approved, influencers marketing has changed the face of the whole cosmetic industry. They film a lot of videos that are promptly uploaded on YouTube. They constantly post pictures of Instagram and Facebook. They share their Instagram stories and TikToks. In short, influencers offer a sense of accessibility that, for example, movie stars in the 50s could not even dream of. Being relatable, sounding authentic are very sought after skills, so much so that companies have shifted 70% of their budget to influencers marketing. But why? What is the magic formula? The magic formula is called a parasocial relationship. A parasocial relationship is a relationship of intimacy that is completely one-sided. Followers think they really know their favorite beauty gurus because they are exposed to them over and over again. But the opposite is not true. The beauty guru has no idea who that specific follower is. So video after video, Instagram post after Instagram post, followers develop intimacy and familiarity with the well-known face of the influencers, and followers connect with them as if they were really friends, as if they really knew each other. But to be extra clear, this connection is clearly not a real relationship. Still, it does feel like such to the follower. But things get even bleaker when it comes to social media. A parasocial relations between creators and followers on social media feels even more authentic because there is no polished TV production, no theatrical fourth wall. Everything looks spontaneous and authentic, and it is made to look that way. Creators on YouTube, for example, show off portions of their private lives. They show off their relationships, their families, their kids, their home, their closets, their clothes, their makeup, their vanities. The more relatable, the better. Because in this way, it makes the followers be even more invested in them, and as a consequence, more engaged with the influencer. And, of course, with the platform itself. Everything in social media is made to feel like hanging out with an authentic friend, even if the authenticity, and I'm saying authenticity in inverted commas, is manufactured. Accessibility is only an illusion, and let us not make mistake. The influencer friend will always ask you to buy some products. Questionable marketing practices are not the only problems with the beauty industry, which is known for a wealth of unethical practices. Glitter, for example, a substance used in the vast majority of makeup products, is made up by tiny, tiny pieces of plastic, and when they get washed away, they end up into the ocean. Glitter is toxic for the fish, shellfish, plankton, seabirds, because it creates over their stomach a coat, and by doing so, it prevents nutrients from being absorbed, with the end result of killing all these fish by starvation. Mica mining is another topic that the beauty industry prefers avoid talking about. Mica is a mineral that makes eyeshadows, lipsticks, you can see one on the slide, blushes look shimmery. The majority of mica is mined in India. The process of mining mica is very difficult and dangerous. There is very little government oversight, no safety measures, and children as small as 5 years old have been found working for less than 50 US cents per day. The risks that children face are inconceivable. The dust can be toxic, but most crucially, the mines do not have any resemblance of structural integrity and can collapse, killing whoever is working inside of them. A concluding note. The goal of this case was to encourage students to think critically about the ethical issues of the beauty industry. In particular, the case invites students to reflect on marketing and promotional practices, on the role played by social media influencers, and overall on the relationship between consumption and self-identity. The case also touches on the environmental impact that the beauty industry has and on the dark side of its supply chain. The guide questions are thought so that the students can analyze and surface and explore ethical issues from the perspective of a variety of stakeholders, including the most vulnerable ones. Given the multiple possibilities of discussions, we believe that the case is appropriate for undergraduate and graduate students. The case study was mainly written for a course in business ethics. However, it can also be used as an ethical exercise in organizational behavior and marketing. Thank you very much for your attention.